Find a wall corner and then start with your hand behind your back, then move your arm up and down, out to the side and rowing just to move it all about and to find different areas of sensitivity. Switch sides between every single exercise before you move on to the next one. For the remainder of the videos, you'll only see one side. Set up with your elbow high and aiming for behind the shoulder, you'll find a sensitive area right around the posterior capsule and delt. And then once you find that area, internally, externally rotate your arm and move around, trying to loosen up the sensitive area. Placing the ball between the shoulder blades, keeping the arms extended out in front so you feel more exposure of the rhomboids and mid traps. Be very gentle in this area as these are very sensitive muscles. You can move up and down, and you can also move your arm up and down to hit different areas and loosen them up. Finding a corner wall or post and placing it on your traps and moving up and down on your traps near your neck area, and you're almost ramming that ball into your traps. Similar on the ground, start with your hand behind your back. Try to find your pec minor or the more sensitive areas. Then also try variations where your hands are out to the side and moving all around your chest to loosen it up. The posterior capsule, you're going to want to be on your side more so, again with that elbow near shoulder 90 degrees. And you find your area internally and externally rotate that same area. Don't put too much pressure on the really sensitive part, but just enough so it feels looser. Place it again as you're laying down on your mid-trap rhomboids area, and as you move your arm up and down, you'll feel that you're hitting different areas of your traps. Don't push too hard on an area that is very sensitive because you can injure the muscle, just enough to get the loosening benefits. Place the ball in the hip flexor region. You'll feel this to be a tender region. You can flex and extend to help the movement of the ball and loosen up the hip flexor. And you can also internally and externally rotate your knee or simply just move your hips back and forth to help loosen it. Place it near the inside of the knee but more on the muscle itself. And this is the VMO, and you can flex and extend in wherever you feel kind of a knotted area. You can also choose other points of the quad, but this tends to be one of the more targeted areas. Setting up for the glute and hip, try to make sure your feet and your hands are pretty well supported, but you are putting a lot of weight on the ball itself. Find the knot, externally rotate the knee of the glute that you're on top of. Move around, find another knot, and again, move the hip. Setting up for the foot, just make sure that you're kind of almost warming it up and moving all around the foot very gently, and then slowly put more and more pressure in the real knotted areas. Most of the time you're going to feel this in the arch of the foot.